it a couple of times.
I got to clean the bathrooms and dust.
He made me do it. I got a story. I don't know if Dad remembers this. I don't even know if I told him. I don't remember. All I remember is the incident. I was in the bathroom, and it was one of those buckets that you had the clamp. You had the old metal, just like the plastic ones they have today, but they were probably metal, where you put the mop in and you push the thing and it rinses or wrings it out.
Right.
So I couldn't do whatever I was doing, so I thought my bright idea, I think, was to actually stand on the bucket or somehow. And I fell, and the bucket fell, and water got all over the floor and on the side of my jeans. I'll never forget that. And I'm sure I had to tell Dad. So yeah, I did have to clean them. I did. That's probably why I never cleaned them again. And then.
Hello.
Hello.
We're here together.
Together.
Yay. So welcome back to
Grandma's Not Right.
Because we're not right.
We're not right.
We're not right.
Nope.
Except for when we are right.
Then we're really right.
We're really right.
And it pisses a lot of people off.
That's right. Anyway.
Yes.
So, well, this Sunday is very special.
Yes, it is.
It is Father's Day.
Father's Day. A father.
And it's also
Celebrating a father.
somebody's birthday.
My birthday is on Saturday, not Sunday. I'm just
Wait.
kidding.
Isn't the 20th Sunday?
Today's the 19th. Today's Juneteenth. 19th. Saturday's the 20th. Father's Day's the 21st.
Okay.
And summer solstice.
So let me start that over. So I'll cut it out later.
Okay.
So today is a special day because it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Happy Father's Day, Father.
And yesterday was a very special day.
Yes.
Because of somebody's birthday.
It was my birthday.
And how did your day go yesterday?
Well, I don't know yet, Cheryl.
Well, I know that we record this on Friday, but we need to at least help the viewers pretend that it's Sunday.
I'm sure it went well.
Okay.
I'm sure I enjoyed myself.
Good. All right. Anyway, so I have a quick little story to tell you.
Let's hear it.
It's really quick actually, and I wish I had taken a picture of it. But you know that the Diet Coke bottles that you buy like at the mini mart or whatever. Anyway, they have, I think it's a little soccer thing tribute on it.
Oh,
maybe, or
the
something.
FIFA.
And it has little stars.
Okay.
There's like a few little stars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's been going on for a couple months, and I've noticed these things because I buy, Jason wants to get his Diet Coke when we go to the grocery store,
right,
Walmart, wherever.
Yeah.
The gas station. So we always get him his Diet Coke. Well, the label looked different. So at first it didn't really confuse him, but at first he wasn't sure, okay, I know that's Diet Coke, but it's different. So he just would get it, and he knew, right?
All right, that's good.
So that's been going on for probably a month now, that they've been different. And so today, Friday, before I took him to meet his dad, we always meet at this gas station in New Kaipa, and generally I will take him in and get him a Coke.
Yeah.
But I hadn't really told him the whole plan for the day. So he kept saying, sprinkles, yes.
Oh.
Sprinkles, yes. I said, sprinkles?
What are you talking about?
I thought, do you want a donut?
Oh, my
sprinkles?
gosh.
What are you talking about? And it just hit me. I said, are you talking about the Coke with sprinkles on the label? Yes.
Oh, Jason.
I said, so you want the Coke at the gas station that has the sprinkles on the label? Yes.
Oh,
So
Jace.
another Jason word.
That's awesome.
So he didn't know how to explain it. So
like fireworks
he
or
saw
stars.
those little stars, and to him those looked like sprinkles.
Because they were stars, or were they like fireworks with little dashes, like little dots?
Didn't really look close. They're
'Cause
like
that
little
would-
dots.
That would make sense.
They're little dots.
Okay, sprinkles. Because if it was stars, I'm like, he knows what stars
No,
are. Oh,
they are little dots.
fireworks.
I don't know.
Oh.
But they're just little dots.
I have to
on
check
the
this
bottom.
out. I'm gonna have to look it up.
You're gonna have to look at
I'm
it.
gonna have to look it up.
And that's the only thing I can think of is
Okay.
that he was talking about, because I don't know what else sprinkles would be. So it was pretty funny.
Oh,
anyway, yeah.
jeez.
So that's my story. You have anything to say?
I mean, it was we got through our was it our first week of summer school? No, that was our second week. I don't know. I get so confused. Nothing really major happened. I mean, it was a pretty good week, and I already told you a work story. It's one of those things that there's no way to talk about it, because if anyone ever finds out, they'll know who you're talking about. But let's just say, I stood up for myself. I'm the one who's Swiss and neutral, and I don't say anything to anybody, but somebody said something about what I was doing, and I was like, excuse me? Well, let me tell you what I do. And then I went on to state what I do. And normally I don't do that stuff. I don't brag about what I do, but this person said the wrong thing. And I said, yeah, okay, well, I think I've more than paid my dues here by doing this work. Yeah. And then they shut up about it afterwards. So anyway.
They knew you were right.
But it wasn't bad. It was just, that was it. My granddaughter's gone, visiting her dad, so that's sad. I'm sad. I miss her.
Sad.
But it's nice again to have that break, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, it's Father's Day. And so we are going to pay a tribute, as we did with our mom on Mother's Day, we're going to pay a tribute to our father. Yes. So what I did was I put a video together. Wendy works, and she's basically the nanny for her granddaughter. So
for a few
she
hours
has very little extra time on her hands for extra projects.
And I'm not as savvy.
Plenty of time on my hands.
Only because I don't do it enough. I used to when we did the gym stuff, and
Yeah.
I did plenty of postings and stuff. I know how to use a computer, but it's just if I'm not doing it every day and doing certain programs, so
it
you
takes
know it.
longer and stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just went ahead and put a tribute together, and we're just going to show you, and she's going to see it for the first time. So what I do want to say is the text in there is a poem that I wrote years ago for Father's Day.
All right.
So anyway, so it's just random pictures of our dad from when he was a little boy. I only have the one picture of him when he was really little, really young, probably elementary school, I'd want to say. So we don't have any real pictures of him younger than that. I've never seen any.
Just, I think they had like a photo booth one when he was like 3 or something.
Oh, I never saw that.
Yeah, I know you've
I may have seen a couple.
It's like one of those, like,
so long.
I think like one of those where you get the 4 pictures. I could swear it was one of those. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out my ass. But I was gonna say too.
I didn't know they had photo booths in the 30s.
Well, he was born in 37, so by the time it was the 40s. But yeah, they had photo booths. Mom showed us pictures of her doing one of those things like this in each photo
Yeah,
frame.
but that would have been in the 50s.
Oh, that's true. When she was older.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Whatever.
Anyway.
But also, I would think, who wants to see a slideshow of our dad? But it's our thing, and we do whatever the fuck we want.
That's right.
But also, for viewers, you look at us and seeing us side by side with the same lighting on, clearly, to some people, we might look different. Those of us who know us, our mannerisms might be similar because we've hung out so much together. My dad's a little more olive skin, and my mom was fair skin. So 2 of us kids have the dark skin, and 2 of the kids have the whiter skin. So I think it's kind of funny that people who might see this, they could see our dad and go, oh. So
now
viewers, we've already done our DNA, and we already know that we're Irish, Scottish,
and Welsh.
Well, yeah, I just say English, British, whatever. It's all a bunch of white stuff. So, we're told that we had Native American heritage. We don't know, but when you look at my dad, a lot of people will say, whoa, your dad looks like, and that's without telling them anything.
Yeah.
This is my dad. He looks Mexican or Native American. So you could be the judge watching this slideshow.
But also I want to say that anyone who knows us really well or who's known us our whole life or years would know that, and anyone from Ukaipa that happens upon this video, you would know that our dad used to be the owner of the Chevron in Calamasa.
Yes.
So,
which is now a Chinese
so a lot of
food
people know
donut
it.
shop.
Yes.
It's good. It's just weird.
It's weird. All right, so I'm going to share the screen.
All right.
So let's see. Is that say share? Let me put my glasses on.
Yeah, cheers.
There we go. No, there we go. Share. All right.
I didn't wear my glasses. I didn't know it was required.
Yes, we're sharing that.
That's okay. All right.
And I'm going to open it up.
Okay, let's open it up.
Here we go.
And here we go.
So yes, comment.
Okay. That's him in the band, I believe, right? And then see, we always said he looked like Elvis right there. But he looks Hawaiian almost to me. There he is with his saxophone. That's where we get our musical stuff from.
Yes.
Oh, his old car where he went and had it actually pinstriped by Von Dutch or one of his cars.
Yeah.
And then,
Elvis. His graduation picture. And this was...
Oh, this is your poem.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, look at that checkered shirt. I love it. Playing his mandolin in the old San Bernardino house.
And there's all of us together. Wendy was first born.
Oh my gosh, look at that clock, that gun clock. And there's the gas station in Calamasa.
Station.
Oh boy. Wild. Sanji in the back.
Yeah. That's me with my dad.
The Peanuts shirt. Peanuts.
There's Wendy, and I covered up her face.
With your fucking palm.
I'm sorry, I covered up your face.
There's Dad playing guitar. And a little older. Oh, I went to Havasu and we had these done.
Yeah,
That was so much
I
fun.
should have shown the whole picture.
It's okay. Oh, yeah. The day the fishies died.
That's a story for another time.
Yeah. Oh, that's all of us.
That's
our
all of
siblings.
the family together with Mom and Dad. And another one with Mom and Dad.
A little later.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom, your face is covered up. Oh, yeah.
And
we just went out.
Dad's birthday.
Daddy-o.
Yep, he lives in Arizona.
That was 8 years ago, and he still looks pretty dang good, man.
And that was him playing at our reunion.
Yeah.
And there's Wendy with Dad on his birthday.
Oh, nice.
That was just this last year.
2025.
Oh, why did I get two of them in there of me?
God, you just had to have two of yourself in
I
there.
did So happy Father's Day,
Dad.
Woohoo! All right, so.
Oh, sis, that was nice.
Oops,
I probably should have read that poem while I was watching it.
That's okay.
You need to put it in the description. Please put it in the
I'll
description.
probably, I will, and
Or a comment.
I'll probably upload it. I might upload it so that I can share it with him on Facebook or something. So,
okay,
yeah.
nice.
Anyway,
Aww.
so that was our tribute to Dad. So, tell some stories, special stories about Dad.
Okay.
As a dad, some cool dad stuff.
You know what's funny? You're going to hate this because you're the oldest. You got all the discipline experimented on back in the day. And I'm not trying to be, it was a different time, different families, different socioeconomic statuses, different things. Okay. There's nothing about that. But I feel I was so spoiled and such the baby. I kid you not. I do not ever remember Dad ever spanking me. I'm sure I got yelled at, but I just don't. And no offense to Mom, but I don't blame Mom. I was terrible. Every spanking I got, I deserved, as far as I'm concerned. But she always says, "I wish I hadn't spanked you, kids," that kind of thing. But I just don't remember Dad doing that. It doesn't mean he's any better or worse or whatever. It's just funny because that's just one thing when we talk. I'm like, I know he did to the boys, the brothers. They got in trouble, and you got in trouble. He yelled at you and probably spanked you. But I think by the time I came along, it was just like, he was so worn out because how much worse could I be than everybody else? But I was such a hyperactive kid.
Yeah.
How could he handle that?
You were always on.
Yeah, man. There's one picture that I couldn't find it. I think it might have been in the birthday video thing or whatever. But it was me playing with Barbies, and there was I think we had an actual recording of it, or it was that DVD, the Christmas DVD. I don't remember that Mom made. I just remember I was like, Dad, you see Barbie? And it was just something like repetitive, like, Barbie's doing this. Do you see Barbie? And it was just over and over. And I'm like, and then there's another picture of me playing with Barbies. And I don't know if it's the same incident or separate, but I'm playing with the Barbies and he's on the couch like this. And And you know what? He worked hard at that gas
so
station.
hard.
He'd come home, and
Yeah.
he'd fall asleep on the couch. I did that shit too after working at my business. And my kids are like, Mom, you going to bed? I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I'm going to bed. Sleep on the couch till 2 a.m.
Right.
So that's the stories I remember. Being really little, just riding on the. I know Mom hated the motorcycles, but I swear that I remember at some point I may have ridden on the motorcycle.
You probably did. It was a Suzuki 50 or something like that. It was a little motorcycle.
And
it was barely a motorcycle. It was probably more like a scooter. I don't know. No, it was a motorcycle. I'm kidding.
Well, and yeah, I'm sure, again, a lot of things I hear stories and I'm like, maybe I thought it was a part of that story, but I was 5 when we got rid of that, so that's, But mostly it's stuff like that when I was little, the camping trips. And, I know our mother could not stand when everyone would drink at the clubs that they went to, and like the JCs and different things. But I have to say, like, Dad's laugh, man, he almost had a laugh like Uncle Don's, but not quite as pronounced. But Dad's laugh was just a whatever. And it was just funny.
It was like the character on the old Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland.
I think it goes back. Dad would tell jokes, and he just thought he thought he was really funny, and he'd laugh at it. And that's where I think I get a lot of that too, is that laughing at your own jokes, or he just. I know, I'm not saying drinking's the best thing for anybody, but, I can be funny when I drink, and then sometimes I can be a real bitch, too. So there were times Dad was like, ugh, Dad's been drinking, and, he'd get a little angry or whatever. But he was funny, and we couldn't help but laugh. And I know poor Mom was just like, oh, my God, and we're just like, Dad's drunk, and he's so fucking funny,
Well, when we would go to our grandparents' house, our dad's parents' house,
the
and all
Oklahoma
the
side.
Uncles would be there. It's all the Oklahoma people.
Everybody drank and smoked, except my mom.
It was
Everybody.
just wild and crazy, and well, for a while, Mom did drink.
No,
and smoke
she did. I'm not saying she never did, but just.
But it was wild and crazy, and as kids, we would go. They would put us all the kids would go to bed in a couple of the bedrooms in the house, and then they would just party into the night.
I remember sleeping on the couch. In the living room, like
in the
really?
middle of the party?
Yeah, like I'm gonna put you to bed, even though we're gonna be in the kitchen, like 10 feet away, smoking, drinking, and laughing and stuff.
On.
No, I remember.
It was funny.
Yeah. As I got older, man, I'm telling you what, and no disrespect to you, Mom, because I know you had the best intentions in mind, but you just don't know how bad I wanted to work at that gas station. But in her words, they smoke, drink, and talk dirty, which I did all of those things anyway. As a kid, I started saying the F word out on the playground like 4th grade. That didn't matter. Started drinking at like probably smoking at 12 and 13 and smoking weed. And you know what? That was because all the kids were doing it. It wasn't just me. I wasn't telling everybody else to do it. I was being told to do it. Peer pressure.
So peer pressure.
And my
did it, Mom, not Dad.
Right.
Not Dad's gas station.
No, but she is right though, because with all of the smoking and the drinking around and the bad jokes and the racist jokes and the misogynist jokes and the religious jokes, all of that stuff, of course, you're going to be influenced a little bit by that. And
it wasn't necessarily our dad. Some of it was the characters that hung out at his gas station were a little bit colorful. Let's just say it that way.
So I really just, when I finally, there was times when she had to leave me there. It was like there was no other way. And so I would, in Dad's office, which was, the office was, I mean, those were so tiny back in the day. They weren't like the mini marts. It was like you go in to, talk to the people at the gas station. And it was about as big as my bedroom, a little cement floor space, And I'd take the oil cans and line them up. And then I'd take my skates and go in and out of the oil cans, And then when I was old enough, man, I was so excited to put that oil thing like Dad did and jam that oil, the little oil spout into the can, and because you didn't open it and put it, it was just like you just jabbed that metal thing in there. And I got to do credit cards, for the people coming in, and I a couple times.
You got to kind of
I got to do it a couple of times.
I got to clean the bathrooms and dust.
He made me do. I got a story. I don't know if Dad remembers this. I don't even know if I told him, or I don't remember. All I remember is the incident. I was in the bathroom, and it was one of those buckets that you had the clamp. You had the old metal, just like the plastic ones they have today, but they were probably metal, where you put the mop in and you push the thing and it rinses or wrings it out.
Right.
So I couldn't do whatever I was doing, so I thought my bright idea, I think, was to actually stand on the bucket or somehow.
Oh, no.
And I fell, and the bucket fell, and water got all over the floor and on the side of my jeans. I'll never forget that. And I'm sure I had to tell Dad. So yeah, I did have to clean them. I did. That's probably why I never cleaned them again. And then we've talked about this before, but letting me ride on the lift, that's
Shouldn't tell that.
It's so dangerous. I'm sure Mom knew, because she knew that's the kind of shit. That's me in my brain. I see that going up and down. I'm like, can I have a ride on that? Of course I would. So those are like fun.
Yeah.
And then I know one time at the house, it was morning time, and you had a similar experience. I know to this, but it was different. He says, "Come out here, I'm going to show you something in the truck." And I'm like, "Okay, what's it?" You know, in my mind, I'm like, "What is it? A dog? What is it? What's going on?" And he opens the truck, and there was like a big, giant, yellow and black monarch butterfly. It was huge. He goes, "Yeah, it got in the cab, and I wanted you to see it." And it's just real special. Like,
that is very
wow,
special.
you know,
yeah.
just stuff like that. The fishing, working on cars, you know, teaching that kind of stuff. Just watching him work on things, even though
Yeah.
you're not really watching him, but you really are watching.
Building
He
things.
I don't know. Now I could say if he taught me how to mow the lawn or my brother Dave. It's hard to say because I don't. To be honest, I don't remember. I just remember that I know. But obviously, my dad taught him how to do it. But I would mow lawns in the neighborhood for money, and so I
Cool.
learned to mow the lawn. Yeah, I'm sure there's way more stuff. That's just. Yeah.
The
music, just the music
Yeah, the
too. My
music.
dad played guitar
Yeah.
and mandolin,
We would.
and he could sing.
Yeah.
And I didn't think of it as a kid like, oh yeah, well that's just our family. And now I can look back and think, man, that was my influence to be a singer right there. You know, to be my
Had a
mom
lot to
being
do
a
with it.
performer in the
Yeah.
circus and a majorette, and then music and singing, and so yeah.
So.
All right, you're up.
I'm a.
You have more,
Well-
you have 7 years on me, so you better have more stories than I did.
Well, I've one of the early things was probably just when we lived on that ranch, which, you know, you were so young then, but we lived on this ranch that we rented, and we had horses and chickens and ducks and just all kinds of stuff.
Goats.
Goats. And I remember just seeing him working all the time in the yard, and you know, mom taking care of the animals, but dad too.
Mm-hmm.
And then dad was going to work a lot. He'd bring home dogs all the time. It always seemed like we'd have another dog that he would bring home. I think people would either, you know, talk him into taking him, or they'd be wandering around the gas station and he would just bring them home. And my first car came from the gas station. I think it was a customer that either bartered, said, "Hey, I'll give you this car," or
yeah.
something. I don't know, something
That's
like
how we
that.
got our movie camera too.
Oh yeah, he bartered a lot with people
Yeah.
that couldn't afford to fix their cars. But I do remember one of the stories that stands out in my mind is I was probably 12 or 13, because we already had moved into the track house that mom still lives in.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember he used to get up at like 4:30 in the morning, and this particular morning it was winter time, and he came in. I was dreaming, actually. I was in the middle of a dream about going outside, and the entire patio was covered in like sheets of ice.
Oh.
So it was almost like windows, but it was ice. And I just remember in the dream, I went and I started breaking the ice.
Wow.
And I looked out and there was snow falling. So I was in the middle of this dream.
Okay.
And Dad came in and woke me up. And it was really quiet, you know, it was dark. And he says, "Shh, I want to show you something." So I followed him out to the back door. And he opens the back door and there's just snow everywhere. And it's so quiet and peaceful. and it was snowing like a blizzard almost, and the snow was already probably a good 6 to 8 inches. I mean, it was a lot of snow for where we live.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Isn't that beautiful?"
Oh,
I said, "Yeah." We just stood there and watched it for a while, and then he said, "Okay, you go back to bed. I got to get to work."
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
man.
it's like your butterfly story. It's just these little things that Dad would do, you know, that most people would never know about him, that were really special.
Definitely.
Yeah. And I remember when the JCs had those carnivals. We had the carnivals in Yucaipa for a while every year.
Well, and they were pretty much heading up the fireworks every year.
The fireworks and the carnivals, and you know, so we got front row seats literally to everything. And Dad, they had the jail thing where
if you shaved off your mustache,
if you didn't have any facial hair,
something like they were all growing beards and mustaches for a while or something.
Yeah, and if you shaved off your facial hair, then if you didn't have a beard, I guess
something
you'd go
like
to
that.
jail and you'd have to call people to come and donate money to get you out.
Right,
it was pretty funny. And so Dad always grew what little he had. He grew it.
Yeah.
And he didn't have heavy facial hair. So.
And and then as he got older, he'd laugh because he went prematurely gray on the top, but then his beard, I think, had a little bit of brown and a little bit of black, and then he had the gray hair, and he made jokes about it himself. But at one point when he had, I think it was in but he grew it back. Was it in the 80s or 90s? And I used to told him he looked like Inspector Clouseau.
Oh yeah.
Dad, he looked like Inspector.
But for a while he had the mutton chops, and I remember he looked like that country singer, Mac Davis.
Oh, yeah.
He looked a little bit like Mac Davis, had those things going on.
The old chops.
Yeah. The chops.
And then I had that picture of him dressed as Elvis, and I forgot I was gonna.
Oh yeah. I should have asked you for that.
They did a like a rock and roll night, and they all dressed up as characters, and he dressed up as Elvis, and I show that to people a lot. And they're like, "Oh my gosh!" I go, "Yeah, I'm telling you."
He looks a lot like him.
Well, he was from Memphis, and Dad was from Oklahoma, so you know.
Down south.
Maybe it's a down south look.
It could be.
I don't know.
Well, it was the greaser look at the time.
Well, that's true. The grease. Oh, well, Dad did. I remember Dad telling stories about that. First of all, he said they literally lived on the other side of the tracks. Talked about that, and then talked about how because he went to Redlands High School, and he said, "Yeah, we were the greasers, and we wore those jeans and had the turn-ups, turned up at the bottom, and that they were so stiff you could just stand them in a corner or something. I don't know." He was
because he told me that because when he first started high school there, they still had to take a bath in a tub that you dump water in. They didn't have running water yet, and so they didn't take baths every day because it was just such a hassle to deal with it with all the kids trying to take a bath.
Because they did have a bathroom in that garage, the part downstairs.
Yeah, but I don't. This was before.
No, if he went to Redlands High School, though, he went to Redlands High School in the 50s.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Dad told me that they, when they first moved there.
Oh, when they were building the house.
Yeah.
Before they were even building the house.
They would take baths in these tubs, so they got in the habit of just.
Okay.
You know, they'd
wonder if
bathe
they had a trailer or something.
Not very often, like not every day, in other words.
Yeah.
And so the laundry, because she was still doing the crank laundry and all that,
the ringer,
and hanging them up on the line.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't do that very often.
That's
so
true.
He said that they would be so soaked, or whatever that they would
be stiff. You could stand them up in a corner.
I just thought that was funny. And of course, they used the greasy stuff on their hair.
Yeah.
And, what was another story? He told me that when they didn't have an indoor toilet though for a long time, and he said that
I know in Oklahoma they talked about that,
but even when they moved out there, before they built,
San Bernardino.
Yeah, because before they didn't have a toilet
they must have had a trailer or something.
Yeah, they had trailers.
Oh, okay.
They didn't have it right away. So he was telling me that, you know, just having that indoor toilet and bath was just such a cool thing for them. And then he said that one of his first friends he went to his house, and that they had a pool in the basement. They had a built-in pool under their house.
That's
and it was
cool
one of
even
those
today.
the fancy Redlands houses,
Oh,
you know,
wow,
and
yeah.
it was near the YMCA, and the kid had a pool in there.
And an indoor
bottom
toilet.
floor. Yeah. And I think that's one of the things he talked about was he loved to go to these people's houses because they had indoor toilets and
Yeah.
indoor baths and
Isn't that
stuff.
wild? Things that we
So-
take for granted.
Yeah. Very interesting. And
I think on side note, you and I had those experiences going to people's houses that we were like, wow.
yeah. We thought we were normal, and then we go to the music.
They got a phone
Oh.
with push buttons.
Wow, they got remote controls. Even though
Oh my God.
the ones I first used, they had
The cord
the
attached.
cord was attached to the TV,
These are
but
cordless.
we didn't have that.
I've heard about these.
Yeah. But in the
Yeah.
end, you know, we ended up with so much stuff. Mom and Dad, they just were so good at.
That's the thing. I'm thankful for the way we were raised because
yeah.
I thought it was silly, in my opinion, when I went to a friend's house and they had a room that we couldn't go into. It was where the Christmas tree was, and we weren't allowed in there. No, my mom won't let us go in there. They had a room that they
It's like
didn't
a
use.
formal-
Yeah,
a
formal.
formal room.
You know, I didn't know that as a kid,
Yeah.
never. Except I'm sure I saw it on TV shows and stuff,
Yeah.
But no, I am thankful. There's times, you know, our mom will say, oh, well, you know, I wish we would have had this or done this. And go, you know what? It was perfect. It gives you an
Perfect.
appreciation for what you do have. And we
Yes.
learned a lot, man. We were
Yes.
resourceful. We've been so resourceful. I feel bad for people who are raised that only know how to throw money at a situation. They don't know how to
Yeah,
fix
without the
anything.
skills.
You know, that's
Scrappiness pays.
scrappiness pays, man. If you have to live off the grid, man. When COVID came, it's like, oh, we have to budget everything, our time, our money, and toilet paper. Duly noted. I can budget.
Right. So yeah, Dad. Eventually, he sold the gas station, and then when he remarried, they bought a place eventually in Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
in Lake Havasu, and then ended up living in Oceanside for a
Yep.
while, and then Tucson, and then Sedona. Dad went to Sedona for a while with my younger brother, and then now he's in Lake Havasu
Back in
with
Lake Havasu.
our older brother,
Mm-hmm.
and doing well, and
Yep.
still driving, still walking 2 miles a day
Driving in the daytime. You
Yeah,
hear that, Dad?
driving
Keep driving in the
in
daytime.
the daytime.
I drove with them at night once. Scariest thing in my life. No, I'm kidding. Wasn't that bad. No, he says he prefers. He feels more comfortable. So does Mom.
Yeah,
She
I'm that
usually
way.
gives me the keys. Why
I
don't
don't
you
like
drive?
driving at night, but I do.
I'm
it,
getting
but I
there.
don't like it.
When they talked about the self-driving cars, I'm like, I am all about that shit. I really don't trust the technology, but at this point, like when it, you know, thinking about it backing up for me, because I hate backing up because there's always
Right.
somebody there, and I'm like, no, I have a camera and everything. How can this be? So yeah, and that's another thing too on that for both of our parents, our dad is 4 years older than Mom.
Yeah.
So that's not maybe a significant amount as far as the technology he's seen.
Yeah.
And again, no, Dad was so into science fiction. He read like Chariots of the Gods, and I remember seeing all those books. He read so
Right.
many novels, and it's not. I don't think Mom read as much, but you know, I'm sorry, but she was busy with 4 kids and putting herself, you know, pretty
She
well.
read a lot, but it wasn't
But medical
pleasure-
stuff,
for
though.
pleasure.
Yeah, because she went back to school
was
and became a nurse,
educational.
and she continued. So they both have their strengths in that area. But it's just his dad. I just remember Omni magazine. He had
I
Omni
loved that.
magazine
Yep.
that was all about technology and of course
Science and-
yeah. But that's where we got our love for science fiction and
Yep.
aliens and stuff. We could talk about that stuff with him forever. Like that's a great subject.
Yes.
So yeah, that's
A lot of cool stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And we've amazing parents, and
Yes.
so blessed that we still have both of them,
yeah.
and that they're both still, you know, healthy for their age.
They are
And
they're healthier than me, I can tell you right
yeah,
now.
I know Dad probably is for me.
I do. Oh, we didn't treat our good genes with respect, but we're
No,
trying.
We're trying.
We'll never give up.
so yep. So happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Now I would like to shout out to our stepdad Dave.
Our stepdad
Yeah,
Dave,
so
yes.
Dave, happy Father's Day.
Happy
You've
Father's
been in our
Day.
life for a long time.
Since 1992.
1992, so that's a long
Yeah.
time. So thank you for all the generous things you've done
Yes.
for us kids. And I also want to thank my husband, Mike,
Mm-hmm.
who is an amazing father to
Yes.
so many different kids.
He was almost an amazing father to my 2 children.
You've heard that story.
You know, every time we mention that, we should add in a doom 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 doom, just a, like
Yeah,
a little
we
twang,
should.
like
Little hillbilly twang.
sorry,
Yeah,
it's terrible. But anyway, no, he is. Mike's amazing.
Yep.
It's amazing. And my kid said it had 2 great fathers. Their father, his heritage is Puerto Rican from Brooklyn, New York, and that was a whole experience for them. And then their stepdad is from New Mexico and here in SoCal, and you know, just 2 different cultures and both great dads, and they've learned a lot from both of them. And so that's what I always used to say. You know, you guys are lucky because you have a lot of kids that their parents are estranged or divorced, whatever.
Yeah.
My kids were fortunate to have 2 good parents and 2 good step parents, and that's very rare. You know, we had a great stepmom, and she passed early in 2014, 15, and we miss her, and we were very fortunate to have her too. So, yeah, thanks to all the fathers out there
Yes.
that step up, and the stepfathers or adopted fathers or whatever, or father figures. There's brothers that are raising their
Yes,
family, or
yes.
uncles or cousins.
Yes.
There's so many people, friends.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard stories where I'm like, wow, someone adopted a friend's kid because they died, or maybe they're on substance abuse or
Right.
something, and they stepped up. And so there's just so many people out there that definitely deserve accolades for Father's Day.
Amen.
We
Yes.
learned about that, by the way, in school, you know, because, so it was just, I'm asking these kids the questions, like, when did Father's Day come about? And I had to read it too, because I didn't know all the answers. And then what countries celebrate Father's Day, or how do they celebrate it? And it was just funny, because I was just like, wow, you know, I didn't know that. And I had to read it right along with the kids. And then they were like, you didn't know this stuff? No, I don't know this stuff. I'm learning the same as you. So that was really cute, learning about it. And they made little crafts for their dads. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
And now,
And now,
for the birthday extravaganza, we're going to
extravaganza.
play through Wendy's birthday pictures, and you can listen to her reactions, and she can tell some stories. So I'm going to share my screen again, and you won't see us again in this. We're just going to go through it, and then here we go. All right. Did Boba just fart?
No, that's, Justice is whining. And
Okay.
she's sad.
Oh. All right, so there we go. So
All
they're not gonna
right.
see us
Oh,
again.
okay.
So here's Wendy
Oh,
through the
boy.
years.
Yep.
I love the baby picture. She's so
Oh,
cute.
that is a baby picture.
There is a baby
Yeah,
picture
little
there.
baby.
So that's Wendy through the years.
My favorite picture is my sophomore year, where we had those look like the 1800s look. The
Oh,
one, the
yeah,
one that's right
the
on
one
top
that-
of my graduation picture.
Right.
That's my favorite. I got my braces off. My hair was good. That was my best confident ever going in for a picture. Is my favorite.
Awesome.
And then, as you know, the first and second and third, I think it was between first and second, is when my teeth got knocked out.
Oh,
So they
gosh.
were, had teeth missing or jacked for 2 years in a row. Most kids only get one picture where they have no teeth, but I had like 2 in a row where I think they were jacked because I fell on my face.
Oh.
We won't talk about that.
All right, and this is
Oh, the sweaters.
Wendy was obviously
jail,
very
apparently.
young and
Yes.
in the playpen, and Grandma knitted those sweaters for us, and I still have the I still have the kitten one somewhere.
I have my majorette one. She made me one,
Yeah,
little
later.
majorette. What's funny is that majorette has dark skin, which I just think is funny because I'm not white, but I'm not a
Yeah.
dark person, but she made it
She
like
made
a
it
dark
like a
person,
dark
and I
person.
cherish that. So I haven't tried it on Amelia yet.
That's pretty cool.
It's hanging in the
If
closet
you
right
hear a
now.
weird noise in the background, it's an ice
It's
machine.
an ice machine. We won't talk about that.
And there's
Aw,
Wendy laying on
with Daddy
the
slippers.
floor with Daddy's slippers on.
Oh,
That was at our ranch house.
look at that couch in the back.
Nice
Something.
naga-hide couch there, eh? Vinyl or whatever it is. No. Bubba, what are you doing?
He's itching. Bubba, get off of her foot, you silly dog. Get
And
that-
look at this little cowgirl.
Oh, look at
The
that.
little
Oh. We were brought up that way.
Yep,
And then I ran from my roots.
that's right.
My country roots. Oh.
When we were cheerleaders with the
Junior
the
All-American. And then they were red and white. Now they're blue and gold like the high school. But then the intermediate school was called Yucaipa Intermediate School, and it was the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
But the Junior All-American program took the red and white colors of the intermediate school at the time,
Mm-hmm.
but were also T-Birds. So I'm sure that's how it kind of morphed into the high school
Mm-hmm.
colors eventually. But Thunderbirds,
No.
and not a Native American to be found in school, but they all wore headdresses.
This was at a parade. Wendy marched with the Brownies. The boys were with their football team. I think Alan was with the band. 'cause
Yeah,
he's
Alan
dressed
did
in
the
his
band then,
thing.
like junior high band.
And then I was with the high school doing baton twirling.
Man,
So,
that was one of my favorite costumes you had.
yeah,
That
I
and the
loved
gold
that
but
one. That was made
so
by a
pretty.
family friend. It was
So
really cool.
pretty.
And this is our mom on the left.
Mhm.
I think it'll be the left. It says mom.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
Wendy.
Sorry.
And you can see the resemblance in their character,
Oh, yeah.
their look, everything. You can just see the energy surging through those two little
Gosh.
girls right there, huh?
Man, I already had a little soda belly going, man.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I did.
Did
Yeah, I drank a lot of soda.
And there she is
And I,
doing one of her favorite things.
yes, they also took a picture of me at my first wedding reception. Somebody got me eating a chicken wing, and well, you sons of
And then they
bitches.
put it together.
You
They-
sons of
They put them
bitches.
next to each other all
They
the time.
always get me eating. My family's horrible. Oh,
She played baseball.
yeah, because
When
there
they-
wasn't softball then. I was the only girl on the
They
team.
first allowed girls to play on Little League
Yeah,
teams.
that was like 1977 or 78.
Yeah.
The Bears. I was on the
Yeah.
Bears. I still have that hat. I was contemplating why do you have this hat? I don't know. I may have thrown it away.
I think it's
but
cool.
I don't
Because
know.
that's important. You were one of the first girls that played Little
Eh,
League.
True.
And there you
Oh.
are doing a big old backhand spring in the park.
That
The
backhand
Sylvan
spring's
Park
way
area.
too high.
Yeah.
If I was going to sit here and criticize
Yeah,
that
let's-
today, let's break
let's-
this down.
let's break this down.
Okay, well the arms are straight. The head's okay. It's not totally neutral. Legs are apart. Legs are bent. Toes do look like they're attempting to start to point though. So I'll
Yeah.
give myself that. And that was way too freaking high.
My guess is you did a rebound with your knees and your hips well over your toes. You probably should have just made it a back tuck at that point.
Right.
'Cause
I probably overdid it because it was
Yeah.
on grass and I hadn't
were-
done it in a long
you were
time.
probably really hyped up and had a long runway.
Yeah, man. That's why I was so good at high jump though. See, because
Yeah.
I could do that.
You
So
had
that-
some quick fire muscles
yeah.
going on there.
Oh,
and
man.
that's me and Wendy with my first daughter, Kristen,
Yeah.
my
Gosh,
firstborn.
she's so tiny. Boy, look, you guys really are white. Look like a
I
couple of
know.
vampires
Can't
sitting next to
even
me.
see our faces.
Oh, yeah, it's so much.
And Wendy in the band, you played clarinet, right?
I played clarinet.
And
yes.
there you are carrying the
Oh
banner.
no, that's not me.
Is
I
that
don't
not
think.
you? But you're in there somewhere.
I'm in there, but all of our hair looked the same. It's
Yeah,
kind of hard to
it's
tell.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of track,
Yep, me and my arch nemesis at the time. She
Yeah.
was good though. I got to give her props. My legs were straight. Look at that straight leg though. That's that
Nice.
gymnastics right there.
Yep,
And then I
yep.
was taped up like a racehorse because my shin splints were terrible.
I remember that
Yikes.
pain. And
Oh,
madrigals.
madrigals, madrigals.
That's when Wendy started her singing career.
I've told this story before, I'm sure, but just my favorite part about when I see those dresses is because Ellen's, what was it, Doreen died, or Ellen died? Maybe Ellen died. Somebody died in the family, one of our relatives, old lady, and she wore polyester pants, and under those polyester pants, she wore slip pants. So there was like slip, but they were pants. And as soon as I got those, I went, oh, I know right where I'm wearing those. And I wore them under those dresses so I could lift the dress up. And I did like the can-can, and everybody would laugh because I do the can-can.
Wow. See? You throw in entertainment and comedy into everything you do. I love it.
Oh, I had a good time. How can I say?
And there is one of her best things that she did in high school, and it's what helped her get into college.
Oh, yeah. So this is college.
This
This
is
is
college.
Yeah, this is RCC, Riverside Community College. It was called Riverside City College at the time. I think it's called that again.
Tigers.
The Tigers. Yeah, I sat the bench most of the time. However, that team went 33-0 and won the championship. and I got a ring and a big award and all that.
Cool.
So
I didn't know that.
yeah, I got rid of the award, but I did save the picture.
A nice sibling pic from
Yay.
the 80s, early 90s, maybe. I don't know. I think it's the 80s. I can't.
Yeah,
know.
look at that. I got that bird's nest on the top. I think it says 88 total bird's nest on my head. And Alan with his porn stash.
Porn
Dave's,
stash.
Dave's was getting there too.
He was trying.
The bi-level haircut.
Yep.
Oh.
Graduation.
Yeah.
We both had our hair short for graduation
Yeah.
pictures. It's
I
interesting.
went back and forth, back and forth. I'd have
Yeah.
my hair super short, and then I'd let it grow out. I was lucky though. My hair grew fast, and I had really good hair. Now it's thinning, and I just said, F it. It's short, old lady hair. It's purple. It's sometimes blue, and I don't give a shit.
Doesn't matter.
Suck it.
That's right.
Aw, with Grandma.
With Grandma. I think that was your birthday or something, I guess. But look how skinny. Good grief. We were a skinny family.
I know,
Look at
man.
that.
What happened? America happened.
America.
America.
Look at
Ooh, that's one of my faves.
Our
That's
sister
dude,
from the 80s.
fuck, dude, nothing says the 80s like that picture right there. I'm looking
Right?
at, I got a big old brooch. It was like a big old fake diamond looking brooch and my
Yeah.
earrings. And then the sun in. That's from sun in.
Sun In, yeah.
Or lemons. I don't know. I rubbed a bunch of shit in my hair. And you went, I know where that haircut. You went to Savage.
I don't
Remember
know. I don't remember. I
Savage?
probably
It was
did.
in San Bernardino.
Yes, and they
had
served
wine and shit.
champagne and
Savage.
I spent at that time I spent like $110, and that was in 1986 maybe.
Yeah, or 87, yeah, somewhere around there. Oh my God. Woo.
And there's when she started doing cheer for the college.
Yeah, look at those stunts. See those, especially the bottom two. Those are like acro stunts. And, you know, now it's all about the throwing to the hands and spinning and lifting. But man, we were right on the cusp of
Oh, yeah.
it transferring to just regular stunts to the, you know, there was bigger ones. But
Yeah.
that was my first husband. And
They cheered together. That's where they met.
That's where we met.
Just a
Ooh.
little squeezing in a little sweet
Oh, look
picture.
at that, sassy lady.
The dog
Aw.
is snoring right now.
Oh,
if you
she's
hear it.
crying.
Oh, she's crying. And that's her with
Oh
their
my
first
gosh.
baby.
Dude, I was
Look
21.
at
No,
her, look
22.
how cute.
She's so adorable. 22.
22 years old.
People thought I was 17 then. Now it's like, oh, you only got one grandkid, you old bag? No. I'm kidding. Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
The barn.
The barn with strange behavior when Wendy sang lead in a band, an
Yeah.
original band called Strange Behavior. We're
Strange
going to be doing our music show pretty soon, and you'll get to
Yeah.
see that.
All right.
And there's me. I was pregnant with Miranda
Yep.
at the time. And there's us tossing
My daughter,
her
Panda.
daughter up in a. Well, I was spotting. She was
Yeah.
doing it.
I think I either was pregnant. No, I wasn't pregnant with Mike. Wait, she looks like she's almost 2. I probably had Mikey because I'm like, why would I wear that monstrosity? I think that was Miguel's outfit.
Ah. And that's
Aw.
Wendy when she first started coaching at the Y with me.
Yep. Kid on a handstand on a pommel horse. Crazy. Oh yeah.
Sassy again.
Sassy. Oh.
And this is when she was doing a lot of things and was on the board with the Unity Church of Yucaipa,
Yeah.
which was a wonderful church, really.
Oh no, it's a wonderful church.
Yeah.
It got demanding and some other things, and I was
Yeah.
trying to sell the business at the time, and I
It was a
just
rough time.
Yeah, I was just like,
Rough
you know
time.
what, man, I got to dip out, and I just never went back, just because I
Yeah.
just have so much going on in my life, but
Right.
never say never.
Well,
It was a great
it was
experience.
a good experience
Yes.
when we were there.
Oh,
That's
I love that one of you and I.
my favorite one of my favorite sis picks. We've got a couple of them that I like too.
I love it.
I looked so skinny.
That's why I said, isn't that terrible? Well, yeah, Cheryl, it's great that we're
Good look
siblings
right
and it's
there.
great, but dang, that's when we were both at our lowest weight.
I know.
We're all about looks.
Oh, that was the
Oh,
autism event.
tribute.
We did an autism fundraising event, and Wendy was singing with our band called Hunter.
And Cheryl's playing
I'm playing
bass.
bass. Wendy's singing. Mike's on the drums, of course.
And then on the guitar, was that
Mike
Mark?
Finn?
Oh, but then there
Is
was a
that
guy
Mark?
named Mark.
Yeah, there was a guy named Mark. Yeah,
Okay.
that is Mark.
And Jesse's singing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that? That was a Halloween costume we wore one year together.
So we thought it was maybe not PC.
Yeah. And this was when Wendy was in Company B, a theatrical musical performance at the California Theater.
With
It was
Miranda.
really cool. Yeah, my daughter was in it. But yeah, I remember that. I was just such a cool thing to see her do that.
It was fun.
I
Except
enjoyed
my
watching
arm
you.
right there is the wrong way, and I can't believe nobody caught that.
It doesn't matter.
It bugs me every time I see it.
And that's her adult children now,
Yep,
Miguel and Panda.
that's right.
And now her
Aw,
granddaughter.
my baby girl.
And this was the days when Wendy would do the Relay for Life.
Mm-hmm.
And the gym would run like the kid area.
Yep.
And Wendy would be in charge of that. And long day, but I know because of Wendy's involvement with the fight against cancer,
Yeah.
this was important to her.
Yeah, it was. We did really well.
A lot of
We had a
fun.
good time.
Yeah.
It was good. Oh,
The circus master, the
ringmaster.
ringmaster of one of our last shows at the gym.
yeah, that was fun.
And
Oh,
there's
yeah.
some spotting, Wendy doing some
Yeah, she's doing a front tuck
tuck,
off of there, I think.
yeah, At a demonstration. We did so
That
many
was at the
demonstrations.
Park, I think.
And
Oh,
then some
yeah.
more, just working in the gym more recently. And
that's-
working with her own granddaughter.
That's
in
the
gym.
highlight. Yep.
That is the highlight.
I told her, doesn't, well, I didn't tell her, but it's like, even if she doesn't want to do it anymore, she's the last one, like, she's the last
Yeah.
of the legacy. Because
Yeah.
Claire was there,
Yeah.
too. I got to teach Claire.
Mhm.
But actually,
Amelia's
Amelia
the
is the
last
last one who will ever partake in our gymnastics gym
Yeah.
situation, so. Sad, but,
Moving
gotta end
on,
sometime.
right.
oh, yeah, that was so
That's
good.
Wendy in there holding up the fort.
Gosh, man. I couldn't do that now.
No.
My elbows would go, what are you doing? Stop that at once.
But we loved it.
Oh, it was so much fun,
Loved
those
it.
kids.
So
oh,
this was like a collage of the final winter show at the gym before
yeah, the kids made
Wendy
that.
sold it,
Yeah.
and it's now Believe Athletics.
Yeah, Believe Athletics.
So Tumble City is no more.
No more.
Our legacy is just a passing memory.
Yeah. But
But once a coach, always a coach.
I'll always be the coach. Maybe I should get that tattooed on my back, bitch.
I think
coach.
you should. You should.
I had somebody. Oh,
look at that.
God, I know.
She's
That was
still
2000.
got it. I don't care when it was. Look at that.
I know.
And
then-
this is her competing.
Oh, yeah.
Wendy
That was in
competed as an
2024.
adult.
That was a
just
couple years ago.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah.
She did an adult gymnastics competition because she can.
Because I can. We can do it. Oh,
And
Halloween.
she loves Halloween,
I
so I threw
love
that in there
Halloween.
because that's her favorite thing.
Yes, I do.
And-
Oh, my baby.
Look at that hair. I
Oh,
love her
her
hair.
hair.
She's so cute.
Now she just likes it long. She will not cut it.
And that's when
Oh.
Wendy and I worked together at Safe House, and
Yeah.
we did a lot of different just health fairs and things like
Yeah,
that.
that
on
was
behalf
so
of the
fun. I'm
company.
sad that
we
that
had fun
ended.
together. I know.
I think we got in trouble. That's why it ended. I'm just
No.
kidding. That video. Ooh, look at that.
And that's Wendy doing an amazing jump into a roundup at Can Spring,
Yeah.
is my guess.
Yeah.
Or is that at the end of is that the
That's a roundup
That's a
rebound. Now
Okay.
listen, that was in 2016. We went to Vegas. That was the
Okay.
last, because that was the last gym fest I ever did.
Right,
And
okay.
I said I gotta be a part of it. And when I got that picture back, someone took them. Well, damn, dude.
That's nice. That's a
I've never seen
beautiful
myself do it.
rebound.
I was so proud of myself.
You should be proud of that.
Look at that form, bitch.
That's
Wait, I'm
nice.
50. So
Yeah.
I was
You were
48.
48 years old doing
Not
that.
too shabby, bitches.
Not too shabby at all.
Oh, my little babies.
And
Oh,
Wendy
no.
started. She did a whole change up.
Is this on the website?
This is somebody took a screenshot of the Southbound website.
Wait a minute, though. I didn't know they used that picture.
That was when you first started.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And that's a makeover I had for my 50th birthday.
Yeah.
So, boy, if they could see me now. Who's that bitch? That's not the
And
same
that's her singing
Yeah.
with the dark hair.
bitch. Yeah. That's a wig, people.
It's a
Just so you
wig.
know. Someone commented the other day and said, I think you should go without the wig. Your hair looks good. I'm like, all right, well, maybe.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I will.
I think you should.
Cool, man.
Okay,
Thanks,
And then, wait a minute.
sis.
Whoops, I'm going backwards.
Oh, no,
Sorry.
she's going backwards,
I'm going
people.
Okay, so, is that the end? No, that can't be the end because there's more.
What?
What happened to the other ones? I had more. I think I have to go to a different folder. I'll cut this out. I'll cut this out.
Okay, she's going to cut this out.
And that's Wendy getting ready to sing with another group that she's a singer for, another band called the Perpetuals.
The Perpetuals.
So she sings with Southbound and Company, and she sings with the Perpetuals.
Yes. Very
Awesome.
thankful. Both awesome bands.
Yep. A handstand. Is that Whidbey Island?
I don't,
Seattle?
that's, yeah, because we went to visit in 2007,
Yeah,
so I was
that's
40.
That's on Whidbey Island, I think.
Yeah.
She's doing a beautiful handstand on that log.
I try to do handstands wherever I go.
That's really cool that you do that.
Well, thanks. I think a computer crashed and I lost our whole trip
Your
to
whole trip?
Yellowstone that I did it in
Oh,
front of
man.
every state sign we went to.
Oh my gosh.
So pissed.
That's
And so this is where I work now during the day. My day job is a paraeducator. And so I work with special needs kids, and that was Halloween. I had that panda head, and I just happened to have that baseball shirt, and I'm like, well, this is my costume for the day, and it worked.
That's perfect.
The kids all over campus were so excited when they saw it. They thought it was great, so.
cool. Yep, so that's what she does now. Once a coach, always a coach.
That's right. Aww,
Me and my sis
look
through
at
the years.
that.
Look, I love there's the little baby one up in the left-hand corner.
Oh my gosh. Nice, sis.
Isn't that cute?
Thank you. Wow.
I love that.
We've been through a lot, sis.
We have best buds.
Best friends forever.
Okay, I know. There we go.
Thanks for doing that. That was a nice gift.
It's okay.
Appreciate it.
So yeah. So happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, sissy. All right.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay.
Wait, let me take a
Thanks.
I'm going to take a picture of, so we have, we're building more memories. So
right.
I got to figure out how I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm just going to take a picture of the video screen, dummy. Okay. Wait a minute. Hi. Okay.
I can also do a screenshot when I'm editing this.
That's true. I forget
All
what
right,
I'm doing.
that's how I made the birthday card.
Oh,
I
okay.
just use screenshots, so we got tons of pictures.
See why she
available
does the
now.
computer shit? Like, I know this, but I obviously forgot because I
That's
don't do it
all
all
right.
the time. That's hilarious.
All right. Well, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
And happy birthday.
Thank you, sister.
I love you.
I love you too.
Anyway, yes. So we're going to leave it there for
All right.
today, but we've got some fun stuff coming up. So
Yeah.
we appreciate you hanging in there, and we'd like you to subscribe, to share,
Like.
to do a little like there for us,
Yes.
and comment.
comment. All of those
know?
things help move us up to the algorithm, where more people are going to see and all that.
We'll see it and share it.
Yeah.
And, because we want to do some fun interaction with some activities,
Yeah.
but we need more people
Right.
so that we can, actually make it work. So anyway, so we appreciate you.
Thank you,
And-
subscribers and viewers. Thank you,
Yes.
thank you.
And we hope you enjoy the rest of your day today. And we will see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.